Tell us what you can see.
I'm outside. There's lots of men. We are marching. Wait a second. Why am I talking like this? Oh, yes, I'm talking like this because I'm an Italy man. From Italy. Bella pata tutti frutti. 2 ice cream for the lady. You very beautiful. Bella Bambi. Special edition. It's so sad when the mother gets shot. That's a different film. In this film, I have a tiny instrument. Not my winky, you understand? But a musical instrument which I use to charm the ladies. Gino Ginelli, I'm in the army. I scream from Italy. Bella pasta, Garibaldi, I'm drifting into a deep sleep.
Okay, deep breaths, Adam. There we go. Amazing sudden grasp of Italian. And now the third and final film, remember, 0871 222 1049. If you recognise what star Adam is being regressed into, and all 3 films. Okay, wake up, tell us what you can see for the last time.
Oh, I'm in a big glass building. Sun streaming through the windows. I can hear heavenly voices. A choir of young girls is singing for some reason, and I'm enjoying it because I'm a priest. In fact, I'm enjoying it so much, I'm going to suddenly break into a crazy, shaky head dance, which you would not normally associate with a priest. But that's because I'm not a priest, because I'm the most evil man in the world. And the main reason I'm happy is that I've just planted a huge bomb that's going to go off very soon. And to celebrate, I'm going to go and stand right next to those choir girls and fondle their buttocks, because I'm E-V-I-L, evil, which is, interestingly, almost spelling Elvis as well. Another person I am heavily influenced by. That's enough clues, bye.
Okay, there we go. 0871 222 1049. Adam will now enter his regress state. He's unconscious until you call in and tell us which famous actor he was regressed into and what films. 0871 222 1049. You could win Miami Vice. Call now! This is Adam and Joe on XFM. You join us in the middle of celebrity regression. Adam has been regressed into the mind and movies of a famous film star. There's a copy of the Miami Vice box set up for grabs to the person who has guessed who Adam's been regressed into. Adam obviously is in his unconscious state. He won't wake up until the correct films and actors are said. If someone gets it wrong, you could do permanent damage to his already quite damaged brain. Keith is on the line. Hello, Keith. Keith, speak to us. Hello, Keith.
Me? My name's Kevin.
Oh, Kevin? Lie to that. That's, well,
sorry.
Okay. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing?
All right, not bad. No, good.
Good. Very good. Now, are you confident?
Yeah, relatively, yeah.
It was quite an easy one, wasn't it? It's a shame. Everybody who called in got it right. We didn't get a wrong one. We like to have a really bad guess.
Oh, right.
We didn't get one this week. Okay, so, Kevin, what I'd like you to do is, first of all, let's start with the names of the films, because they won't wake Adam up. What do you think the films were?
The first one is The Rock.
The Rock.
The second one is Captain Corelli's Mandolin.
Okay, hang on. How did you deduce The Rock? What gave The Rock away?
Just through the well, it's one of those films I've seen too many times. I actually hate it now. I hate it now.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah. So, but how did you guess it?
Through him ordering the. Did he buy a Beatles record?
Buying the Beatles record. There you go. Okay, number 2. What was film number 2?
Captain Corelli's Mandolin.
How did you guess that?
Just through Small Instrument. I haven't seen the film. I think The Rock put me off Nicolas Cage movies.
Small Instrument. Okay, it wasn't the amazing Italian accent that gave that away.
It might have been a little bit of that as well. Yeah, it could well be that. Yeah.
All right. And what was the third film?
The third film was The Face Off.
The Face Off.
Quite simply because I'll never forget.
Does he come round? Buxton, he's stirring.
Well, of course, I was woken up by the sheer level of correctness.
Okay.
That was great. 3 out of 3. Fantastic. It was quite easy, wasn't it? I thought maybe Face Off might be a bit confusing, but you obviously... our generation is very familiar with those films, I guess, and no one's seen Captain Corelli's Mandolin, but everyone knows that it features Cage at his ludicrous worst.
You know, I interviewed him once, as a billion people in the media have done, but I did one of those sort of 20-minute interviews with him in a hotel room, just me and him, and he did a fantastic thing. He sort of got distracted in the middle of the interview. Maybe I'd asked a boring question, stood up, walked over to the fireplace and the mantelpiece and the mirror with his back to me, and just spread his arms out like a crucifix and took an enormous breath. Like that, as if he was one of his characters. It was fantastic, and then turned around and sat down and just carried on. So he really is quite a quirky man.
Quite a quirky man.
Well done, Keith. There you go. You've won Miami Vice. Does that excite you?
Yeah, relatively, yeah.
Are you relatively? Are you going to watch all of those? All 8 discs?
Yeah, I'm just going to, in a minute, I'm just going to get it and just watch it all.
Well done, fantastic. Well, there you go. And of course, if you try to enter the competition and still want Miami Vice on DVD, it's in the shops now.
Fantastic.
Yeah? Courtesy of Universal Video.
Kevin, thank you very much indeed for your call and for your intimate knowledge of the work of Nick Cage. I hope you enjoy Miami Vice. Of course, don't watch it too much because then you'll forget to vote, and we don't want anyone to do that.
You know what we're going to do next?
What are we going to do?
We're going to announce the winner of our Star Wars text competition.
Oh, fantastic. We'll do that after these ads.
XFM.
Wow, that's got swagger. Epic swagger of epic proportions. It's epic. That's the Tears with Refugees.
You know, it was my mum's birthday on Thursday. We went out for a very nice meal. She listens to the show every week. Hello, Mum. You know, I actually call her Mummy.
Yeah.
But if I'm on the radio or in public, I tend to call her Mum. Do you do that? Do people out there do that? If you're in your house talking to your mummy, and you call her Mummy, but if you're in the street, you go, "Here, Mum." "Well, Mum." "Yeah, Mum." "That's my mum." But I can't do it. This is not what I was going to talk about, but I can't make that switch if I'm actually in front of her. So
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you? You've got a friend round, and your mother's there, and you go, "Oh, and this is my mummy."
Yeah.
Like that, because you don't want your friend to think you're a ponce.
Well, at a certain point, I was watching EastEnders, and I always remember Nick Cotton used to call his mother Ma.
Ma.
And I
yeah.
thought that would be a good way of getting round it, so I always just referred to my mum as Ma.
Right. Sometimes I go the other way. I think, okay, because I'm worried that Mummy sounds too, poncy and posh. So I think, I'll go even further. Mama.
You never call her
Well,
Mama.
sometimes, no, as a joke. And I go,
right.
"This is my mama."
Yeah.
And then the person thinks, "Oh, God, you really are just a posh idiot."
Well, that's right. Well, that's what I think about maybe calling her Ma, because I think maybe the reason Nick Cotton was doing it it was as a kind of joke. It's the sort of thing that posh people do.
Mummy.
And then I just ended up being super posh.
Oh, dear. Anyway, the point is, she listens to the show every week and she really enjoys the music, but she said that she likes the music because she thinks the music's very sweet on XFM. She thinks, and that's a good observation of the general current indie music scene. Very sweet. And she says all the boys who sing sound as if they're going to cry. She said. Son, I think that's nice, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's a good thing. Thanks, Mummy. I'm
you
going to
very much.
unashamedly call you Mummy
Yeah.
from now on. Well,
Good one. What about your dad? Do you call him Daddy?
I call him Dumbles. I don't. I'm lying. I don't call him Dumbles.
I call mine Poppy Waffles.
Poppy Waffles. Not in public, though.
Yeah, in public. In private, I call him Chief.
Poppy Waffles. Do really tough people, like hard men, who've maybe served time, call their mums Mummy?
It's weird, because now that I've got children myself, it's just a very natural instinct to tell them that your name is Daddy, because
it's nice to say, isn't it? It's like doodle-google. It's like a baby sound.
Exactly, it's cute.
It's
and
comforting to
So
say.
it's difficult. I don't think there's any point at which you sort of say, "Hey, come on, you're 4 now. It's looking a bit poncy, this whole daddy business." That was, I want you from now on to either refer to me as Dad, Mr. Buxton.
Well, kids usually go through a phase of calling their parents by their first names, don't they?
Really?
Yeah, quite a lot of kids. I know some people who through their whole childhoods called their parents by their first names. I bet you there's listeners out there who that's the case. Like when they were 9, they'd say, "Yes, Marjorie." "All right, Donald." If their parents are called Marjorie and Donald.
That's very unconventional.
It's unconventional, but it's not unheard of.
No, it's not unheard of, I agree, but when I always heard people, like, if my friends were calling their parents by their first names, I'd think, something is amiss in this unit. I don't like it. I've got to get out or report you to the social services.
Yes.
And usually I would.
Someone's texted in, "I call my mum Bum."
Bum?
Yes, after calling her it while drunk one night and finding it highly hilarious. And she calls me Pooh, because it sounds like Lou.
Bum and
Comes
poo.
from Louise. Louise, that's a strange household.
Louise, you live in a mucky place. You've got to get out of that mucky place. So listen, I thought we'd play a record and then maybe tie up the Star Wars texting thing. How do you feel about
No,
that?
that's good. There's one more text. Apparently in Black Books,
Yeah.
Bill Bailey's character, there's a sort of episode about that on Black Books, and Bill Bailey's parents turned up at the bookshop, and he called them Muma and Mupa.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good
Muma
episode.
and Mupa. That's good. That's a good compromise. Muma. This is my Muma. This is my Mupa.
Like the Moomins.
Yes.
And this is Tygar. There you go, that's Tiger, who at one stage, Lila, were going to be sort of big and exciting, weren't they?
Who's saying they're not, still?
Well, that
Poor
was...
old Tiger.
That was from 1996, that was a long time ago, and they haven't really been heard of since. But We Are Puppets, their debut album, is really good, and that's a track called Storm Injector from it. So, Tiger, if you're out there, it's not too late. Come on, pull your finger out. They're probably doing very well under other names, I would imagine. This is Adam and Joe on XFM. Not quite time, I think, to do proper justice to the texting competition, which...
Oh, I don't know.
Well, do you want to read out a few more that have come in, Joe?
No. We'll do it after the top of the hour.
Maybe you could just remind people what it is.
We've had the text competition where you had to text us, tell us what the stupidest Star Wars time product is, and it's actually unleashed an avalanche of dreadful Star Wars puns and ideas like Chewbacca chewing tobacco.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad, is it? So anyway, there's some quite good ones. We'll be awarding the prize, which is tickets to see the Zootons tonight at the Brixton Academy, right after this.
XFM.
Why don't you just leave then? Why don't you just go somewhere else? What about that? Why don't you just leave?
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I've never been this far away from home. Why don't we play that one again? Oh my god, I don't believe it. I've never been this far away from home. Why can't we bring that one back?
That's not in the charts no more.
Well, I don't care. I like it.
That was Razorlight with Somewhere Else. Very nice song indeed. And before that... sorry, Nan, I had to say before that. Jerk It Out by the Caesars.
Sam and Joe on XFM, we're here with you for another 50 minutes. We've got Digits in the Dot coming up at the end of the hour. At 2:30, we'll be going live to Alex Zane. Sorry, little bit of wind. At the Ulu, Carling Live, whatever it is, big day out thing that's happening. But we should resolve our text competition. The prize is tickets to see the Zootons tonight. And the question was, what's the stupidest Star Wars tie-in product? Could you think of one stupider than Revenge of the Sith scratch cards? That's a real one. These are the scratch cards you're looking for, it says.
Yeah.
Darth Vader doing Orange Wednesdays.
I don't understand what Orange Wednesdays are.
It's those adverts with you know, the orange film people and celebrities come and picture film.
Yeah.
They had one with Sean Astin in it.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher's been in one. Patrick Swayze's done one. Spike Lee's done one. Everybody who's slightly on the uppers.
Yeah.
Pops over and does one.
Yeah.
It's like when a Hollywood star turns up in a West End play.
Mm-hmm.
Val Kilmer, Christian Slater. You know, they're brilliant people, but maybe they're finding it a tiny bit difficult to get enough work.
Proper work.
In America. Anyway, I digress. So, we've got a lot of punny ones, and we've had a lot of very odd ones that I don't really understand. We've had ideas like Jabba the Hutt fitness video from Gareth, obviously because Jabba the Hutt's very fat.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. What about this one from Sean in Camberwell? I'd like someone in Camberwell to win something, because I live in Camberwell. Sean says, Jawaz, advertising fruit salad, dash, fruitini.
Oh, that's what they say.
Is it?
Well, they say, Fruitini.
Oh, and there's a fruit salad called fruitini.
Yeah.
So they'd go, Fruitini. When do they say utini?
Fruitini. Well, you know what? That is a bone of contention between me and my brother, because I don't believe I've ever heard them say utini. I know everyone says, oh, they do. But
when do they say it? At what point in the narrative do they say it?
In the Sandcrawler thing.
A New Hope, very, very beginning, when the Jar was first...
Yeah, is that like in Return of the Jedi?
One in Star Wars. She said, in the New Hope, she knows all the...
Oh, dear.
All the chapter names.
Okay, stay calm, Lila, stay calm.
I know in the video game, do you remember on the SNES, the Star Wars, they definitely said Utini a lot.
That's right, so there we go. So that's a good entry then, basically, from Sean in Camberwell. Here's some others. Richard suggests Yoda advertising Little Chef with the slogan, "May the sauce be with you."
That's bad. We should get him in here and maybe... I'm not suggesting slapping him hard, but just enough to remind him that that's not acceptable.
Pale John has sent in some suggestions. Do you remember Pale John? He won the competition a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Can't remember which one. Oh no, he won the competition where we were asking people to come up with stuff for the BBFC certificate boxes. That's right, and his suggestion is Yoda replacing Thora Hird in the Stanner Stairlift adverts.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. That also came from Andy and Tom. But I think we should give it to Natalie, who came up with the lightsaber tampons.
Natalie, is that Natalie Portman who sent that in?
Very possibly. She lives in SW14, I believe.
Yeah, there you go.
And she's texted in also to say...
Space World 14.
Space World 14. She's also texted to say she fancies me.
Oh, well, that's why you're giving it to her, isn't it?